Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 5 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 5 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter variable expressions. So here I am on grade 5 math. Chapter we are on right now is variable expressions. Let's just start with the lesson, that is solve equations with whole numbers. So let's just start with the lesson. Solve for m. M dot m equals 9 plus 1. Oh sorry, solve for m. M is equal to 9 plus 1. So 9 plus 1 is 10. So m equals 10. M equals 10. Let's just start with the test questions. Solve for C. 5 take away 3 is C equals C. 5 minus 3 is 2. So C is equal to 2. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 2. That is C equals to option number 1 is the correct option. Solve for V. V equals 6 minus 5. So 6 minus 5 is 1. So V equals 1. You simply have to subtract the numbers because variable is already isolated. Isolated means the variable is already on the other side. Here you have just 6 minus 5, so that is 1. S equals 7 plus 2. So 7 plus 2 equals 7 plus 2 equals 9. Option number 2 is the correct option, that is 9. Solve for t. T equals 2 minus 1. So 2 minus 1 is 2 minus 1 is 1. The correct option is option number 2, that is 1. Solve for D. D equals 5 plus 2. 5 plus 2 is 7, so D equals 7. Option number 2 is the correct option, that is 7. Solve for R. R equals 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1, so option number 2 is the correct option. Solve for S. S is equal to 4 plus 6. So 4 plus 6 equals, so 4 plus 6 is 10. Option number 2 is the correct option. S equals 10. Solve for V. So V equals 4 take away 2. 4 take away 2 is 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. Solve for J. J is equal to 7 minus 5. 7 minus 5 is 2. So J equals 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Solve for G. G equals 5 minus 3. 5 take away 3 is 2. So option number 1 is the correct option. That is 2. Solve for V. V equals 3 plus 3. So which is the correct option? Three plus 3 is 6. So option number 2 is the correct option. Solve for j. J equals 6 minus 4. That is 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Solve for z. Z equals 5 plus 2. 7 it is. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is that is solve equations with. Let's just start with the lesson. So solve for c. 6 plus c equals 6.4, right? We need to solve this equation for c. So now we need to isolate the variable c. 6 is adding to c. So we need to subtract 6 both sides, right? 6 minus 6 plus c equals 6.4 minus 6. 6 minus 6 makes 0. We are left with c only. And 6.4 minus 6 is 0.4. So the correct option is 0.4. The correct option is 0.4. Let's just start with the test questions. Solve for s. 3 plus 1.1 equals s. So which is the correct option? That is 4.1. Option number 1 is the correct option. Six plus c equals 6.4. So which is the correct option? That is 0.4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Solve for p. 0.2 plus p equals 0.6. We need to isolate the variable p. So we need to move 0.2 other side. So we need to subtract both sides by 0.2, as opposite to addition is subtraction. Right? On the other side, we have 0.6 minus 0.2. So which is the correct option? Very good. That is zero point 0.4. Option number 1 is the correct option. 0.4 it is. Solve for W. 3.1 plus W equals 5.1. So which is the correct option? We need to solve this for the W. So which is the correct option? Which is the correct option? That is 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. Very good. Solve for P. P plus 2 equals 9.6. So which is the correct option? That is 9.6 minus 2 is 7.6. Option number 2 is the correct option. Five point five plus D equals 7.5. So D equals, we need to subtract 5.5 both sides. So when we subtract, that is D equals 7.5 minus 5.5, that equals to option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 2. F equals 1.1 plus 1. So F is equal to, That is 2.1. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is that is find a value using two variable equations. So two variable equation means now we are going to solve for the two variable. Now we have two variable equations, right? So use the equation r is equal to u plus 9. So find the value of r when u equals 7. So replace the variable u with 7. So r is equal to 7 plus 9. So 7 plus 9 makes that is 16. Option number. The correct option is r equals 16. Let's just start with the test questions. Let's just start with the test questions. Use the equation d equals j plus 8. Find the value of d when j equals 1. So replace the variable j with the value that is 1. So that is d equals 1 plus 8. So 1 plus 8 equals 9. So d equals 9. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is d equals 9. Use the equation q equals j plus 7. So we are given the value of the variable j, that is 5. So replace the variable j with the value that is 5 plus 7. So 5 plus 7 equals that is 12. Option number 1 is the correct option, 12 it is. Use the equation r equals q plus 7 to find the value of r when q equals 4. Replace the variable q with the value that is 4. R is equal to 4 plus 7. So 7 plus 4 equals that is 11. Option number 2 is the correct option. Use the equation b equals t minus 4. Very good. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 3. Use the equation p equals k plus 2. 8 plus 2 is, that is 10. Option number 2 is the correct option. Use the equation t equals f minus 5. That is 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Complete a table for a two variable relationships. Let's just start with the test questions. Complete the table using the equation t equals s plus 2. So use this equation and find the missing value in the table. So we need to find the value of t when s equals 4. So replace the variable s with 4 and find the value of t, that is 4 plus 2. So 4 plus 2 is 6. It is option number 1 is the correct option. Complete the table using the equation t equals s plus 9. So s equals 1. 1 plus 9 equals 1 plus 9 is 10. So the missing value is 10. Option number 2 is the correct option. Complete the table using the equation h equals s plus 8. S plus 8. So S equals 1. That is H equals 1 plus 8. So 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 it is option number 2 is the correct option. Complete the table using the equation B equals A plus 10. A equals 1. So 1 plus 10 equals 11 it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. Complete the table using the equation F equals C plus 5. So which is the correct option? So C equals 2. F equals 7 it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. Complete the table using the value equation B equals Y plus 8. So when Y equals 3, B equals 11 it is. Option number 2 is the correct option. Complete the table using the equation C equals H plus 7. So which is the correct option? That is option number 2, 8 it is. Complete the table using the equation W equals C plus 7. So which is the correct option? That is 4 plus 7 is 11. So the missing value is 11. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 6, grade 5 math. Chapter we were working on is variable expressions. The lessons we have covered today are solve equations with whole number decimals, find a value using two variable equations, complete a table for a two variable relationship. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions, lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Are available there to help you, or either you can write them down in all your questions and confusions if you have any. So any questions you can, if you have any questions.